Hey, me again. So I've been kind of avoiding making an update because there hasn't been much progress in regards to my sobriety. The longest I've had sober consecutively in the last year, well, since July when I got off of Suboxone, is 28 days. Hold on, that's loud. So I haven't gone back to using Suboxone or heroin, but I've definitely used oxy, poppyseed tea, kratom. I like to say kratom. Oh, I look a mess right now. I just woke up. Anyway, this last bender that I've been on has lasted, oh my god, over a fucking month. I kept trying to stop again, but you know, I just get bored or just give in and be like, why am I even doing this? This isn't even fucking worth it. So I'm gonna give it another shot. And anybody who's gonna tell me to go back on Suboxone, you can go fuck yourself, because that is not the answer. I'm not gonna treat a drug addiction with more fucking drugs, okay? Like, I understand that I'm still using drugs, but Suboxone is the nastiest fucking shit ever. Like, it is so sticky in your brain. I was sick for 3 months straight coming off of it. That might be a bit of an exaggeration, but I definitely was sick for a month, okay? And I didn't sleep for 3 months without meds. So I don't know if I'm gonna be making a video journal of this detox. I mean, I am pretty isolated, and since I've been so ashamed of my use, like, I've kind of been hiding it from people. And so, you know, you guys are kind of like the only support, not the only support that I have, but it's comforting for me to make videos to know that I'm not alone, because when you're in withdrawal, you feel so alone. And, you know, I mean, I've been through this so many times, and one would think that since I kicked Suboxone that getting off of kratom and oxy would be easy, but the kratom that I use is this extra concentrated, and it's really fucking strong. Coming off of it is not easy. I've done it before. Don't even tell me that I should stay on it. It attaches to your opioid receptors in your brain, so it's like the same fucking thing, you know? Like, let's trade, well, heroin for Suboxone. There we go. I'm not against medically assisted treatment for sobriety, but for me it wasn't good because I was abusing it. So one thing that I will say is that in the last year since being off of Suboxone, my brain has healed tremendously. Even though I've been using opiates still, the changes that my brain has gone through since being off of that specific drug, Suboxone, have been monumental. Like, so good. I do feel like I'm getting my old self, my new self back again. I definitely feel a lot more stable. You know, I'm not going to be stable for the next week, and that's kind of the scary part, because kratom withdrawal is super emotional and you lose your fucking mind. But, I mean, if I count all the times I've lost my mind in the last year, well, one would think that I would just be used to losing my mind. But I have comfort meds. I have some gabapentin and Xanax that I saved from last year, because I hate benzos. I hate them. But I'm gonna need to keep my heart rate down and my blood pressure down. I don't know how bad it's gonna be, but... And then I have 4 teeny tiny pieces of clonidine that I saved from last year, and that's part of the reason why I want this time to stick, because, like, I'm running out of the fucking comfort meds. I don't want to go back to the doctor and be like, oh, hey, here I am again. You know, oh, what have you been doing? Sorry, there were people looking at me driving and doing this, and they gave me a bad look. I just wanted to run over with my fucking car. Anyway, I don't want the doctor to be like, oh, what were you doing in the last year? Like, okay, here's the thing. In the last year, except for this last bender, this last month, but in the last year, I've never stopped trying. I have never stopped trying to get sober. I went to meetings for like 4 months straight. I am not an NA person. I'm not anti-religion. I'm actually going to be going to school for divinity. Believe it or not. God. But I enjoyed the fellowship of NA, but so many people pushing their agenda, and it was just like, no. So I like Life Ring meetings. I'm gonna probably go to them. I also like Smart Recovery. That's cool, so I'm gonna do that. And well, I mean, we'll just see how it goes, you know? Am I scared? I don't know if I would say scared. There's definitely been times when I've been really scared and terrified. But the fact of the matter is if I just keep continuing like this, like, I'm gonna die. You know, being on the drugs makes me chain smoke. And, I mean, I don't look great. I look kind of like a junkie, which, whatever. Suboxone changed my brain forever, and it made everything really hard. Before Suboxone, I was able to quit things when I wanted to, for long amounts of time. After Suboxone, not so much. It messed with every organ in my body. I didn't get my period for 3 months after it. That's finally normal again. I now menstruate with the full moon, which is pretty fucking cool, because something's in line, you know? So I'm gonna go buy the patch today. Cigarettes are never good in withdrawal anyway. And, I've used some Kratom today. Like, I saved a little bit, and of course, like a typical addict, it's like I wake up and, oh, I have a little bit. Okay, well, that wasn't enough. So, I'm getting more, and the reason I'm making this video is because I want some fucking accountability. You know, there's no one holding me accountable but myself, and, you know, when my amygdala kicks in, my frontal lobe, it's like, fuck this. I am not even gonna compete with this inner child amygdala. So, here we are. I guess maybe I'll let you guys see how crazy I get. Kratom withdrawal is so emotional. I just had a vision of my next video that I post being like, everything is so painful, I'm feeling again. You know how that works. So, that's it.